Dave, can you talk about what your center meant to you tonight?
Well, Mita's come a long way in 1 year. You know, she was a first-time starter and really had to get a feel for the game and a feel for the team. And as you can see, she's gotten better almost every night out. And, you know, she's able to run the offense. She's able to pick the right hitter. And, you know, she's still got a ways to go, but, you know, she's means a lot to the offense like the quarterback does. You know, she runs the show out there.
Especially tonight with the big kids on the other side.
Well, I thought she picked some really good, or had some really good choices, and set the pipe, which is our back row, in the right times, and went to Chantil at the right time, and just set a beautiful game tonight.
Mita or Kanani, what did you guys two do get over in the second game, and then how did the match change from there?
What did we do in the second set?
When it was tied a bunch of times, and then you pulled away. What did you do to win that, and what happened from there?
I think for us, we just knew that we could take care of business, you know, together. We didn't need somebody to step up. We weren't looking to anybody to step up. We each depended on each other to somehow come up with the kills, come up with the digs, you know, and Mita setting a beautiful offense, you know. We knew, what I said yesterday was, you know, that second set is going to determine if you're down 2-0 or if you're going to split that 1-1. And, you know, we were down 1-0 tonight, but I thought everybody did a nice job staying confident out there. Even though it looked like we were going to lose it there in the second set, we hung in there. You know, we stayed together, and I haven't seen that in a long time. We had tremendous pressure on us to, you know, finish the second round since we haven't last year, and, you know, people stepped up when it was needed, and, you know, things worked out and we won.
Mita, how did you guys, I don't know if you outblocked them, but you came pretty close.
10-10.
How did that happen? They were like 8 inches taller than you, so start from there.
Well, you know, they were a really big block, so I had to do my job in spreading out the offense. So once I started getting in my little rhythm and spreading out the offense, they had a hard time closing the block and stopping our hitters. So I think that was a big part in tying the blocking stats.
But Dave, it was the third game when you guys kind of outblocked them. Was there any adjustment during the time up period between the second and third?
There were very few adjustments. They were doing what we knew they were going to do. They put a lot of pressure on you because their outside hitters can hit and can bang. Even though you get them out of system, we were serving pretty tough, they can still score. And that was frustrating for us because normally when we serve tough, the team has to go one way, and we do a pretty good job. But you know, actually, you know, we did break them down. I think that was the reason we won. We broke them down on the passing game, and we were able to form the block. I think that was the difference in the match.
Kanani, can you talk a little bit about how good the crowd was tonight?
They were amazing. You know, knowing that they got our backs every time, no matter if we're down 1-0, 2-0. You know, they've always been there, loud and proud. You know, it's funny though when they make their different sound effects if we make a mistake or, you know, but I love how they respect the opponents as well. You know, like I said before, they came to watch, you know, good volleyball, and, you know, I appreciate playing in front of a crowd like this, you know, especially for a first and second round. You know, not too many teams can say that they played in a crowd this big. Like, you'd see a crowd at this greater number at the Final Four, you know, or even like later on with the Elite Eight, you know, but Hawaii really did come out to support us, and we wanted to do our jobs and win for them, you know, as a thank you for always being there for us.
What was the strategy on that serving? Were you only trying to go to 2 and 4, or was there more to it?
Well, our jump servers, there are 3 of them. They have one half of the court. It's too hard to pinpoint one person. So it was either left half or right half, and sometimes libero got it. But there's not much you can do about that. Our jump floaters were definitely after 4 and 2. But then we didn't want to miss wide either, so it was okay to serve libero if you made her move. And I thought that we did a nice job there. She didn't pass particularly well all the time, so and we got a few easy points on some of their passers, so that always helps.
How far has Mita come since the UCLA game?
Well, I think she's always had the ability. You know, she's had good location. You know, that's why we recruited her. But you know, the real progress is to, you know, run the offense and call the plays, and then make the right set selection. And you know, she didn't always make the right selection tonight, but she made, I would say, probably 90% of the selection was good. And that is it's a really hard job. There's a lot going on out there during the course of one rally, and she's got to make a lot of decisions, and that's where she's made the biggest jump, decision making.
Did it throw you when the one ball went off the scoreboard and came back and you had to redo that?
Did you set that? Someone else did.
Brittany. That was Brittany.
Did you change anything on number 4, like midway through the first game? She didn't finish.
Well, 4, we tried to block cross court, and 2, we started to block cross court, and she just chopped the line and got a lot of kills down our line. So we tried to move the block out on 2 and in on 4. I thought we did a really good job on 4.
Dave, you said that Kanani probably, in skill-wise, probably is the best overall player you've had in your career. Did she do anything surprising tonight, or?
Well, I've said this about Kanani, but you can't look at this stat sheet and appreciate what she does out there, because the passing isn't on here, only the errors, and then the digs. I mean, digs per game are on here, but she does way more than that. I mean, the plays she's making are just uncanny. I've said this before. I'm not sure how she processes things when set goes up, but she's there in the right spot, and then she can make the play because she's got good balance, and you know that's rare in a player. So I think we'll probably appreciate her more next year when she's not out there. But we're going to ride her for a few more games here.
Did Colorado State having to go 5 last night, and you folks comparatively easier match last night, did that help at all tonight?
I thought they got tired. I'm not sure they did, but it looked like they got fatigued. You know, not only did they have to hit a lot of balls, 2 and 4, but they had to pass a lot, so that gets your legs tired, and I saw a little fatigue in them.
Mita, did you feel any extra pressure knowing that you guys are hosting next week, and especially after losing set 1?
I mean, it is a lot of pressure playing at home in front of this huge crowd. It could make you a little nervous. Like, I am a little nervous, but you know, our whole team is really excited for next week, and before every game, we're just there for each other. We tell each other we're there for each other no matter what happens, and I think tonight we got even closer than we did last night. So yeah, there's a little pressure hosting next week, but I think the nerves will go away and we'll play great.
One last question, if any.